She right behind me. My diamonds oh so shiny. Even sometimes they blind me. My repertoire's big. Nothing I do is tiny. They wanna be me when they see me, cause that's just a rude awakening. Try me or deny me, and I am the dude who will take it there. I got money trees and in this season, watch I take them in. You just junior flexing, man, that's cute, somebody break them in. Flexing with my dogs, flexing with my bras. I'm flexible when flexing, cause I flex like it's my job. You can't see me like Mirage. Just because. How you gon' pull up in boutiques when your car's in a garage? Never that. If somebody ever say they better at flexing big, I go bigger, and that's how I get them back. You cannot flex on me or get the best of me. I'm master flex like Master Chef. I just got the recipe. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Look, I ain't playing no games with none of y'all. I won't play this. I'm stunting on them. I'm stunting on them. I'm stunt man. I'm famous. Never seen so many plexing. All y'all got anguish. If y'all talk about flexing, y'all talking my language. I swear on everything, y'all something else. So much hate, I'm shocked to say that all y'all got something left. Just know I'm flexing on everything, if nothing else. That's why I put these boys away, put them boys up on the shelf. No weight room, I super set. Pull two cars out at once, call that a super flex. Y'all looking just super stressed, I'm looking so super blessed. If you ain't got no flex, then I call that a super mess. Tell the world all about me. I flex hard, and I might be the coldest that you ever seen. Take notice, I'm focused, flexing on your team. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be.
How you gon' flex? How I flex? I try to tell these haters that my flex is the best. You should understand I'm the man of the rest. You wanna see me flex? I'ma show you what it is.
Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got the word. I be flexing, I be. I got the word. Yo, I be flexing, I be.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
Picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
Homer to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone!
That was hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again?
deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champions! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
Season 18's end draws near. It's time for our AAA to take their final swings. Speedy, unorthodox, and oh so dominant is our first foe. This pitching phenom continues to rise above and now is eyeing gold. Facing them, a squad of versatile aces poised to bomb and bloom. This menace has arrived. The title is in their sights. The spotlight is on. Two titans stand armed for battle. It is Burning Ice and his Montreal Gex facing TeflonDonLemon and his Rio de Janeiro Flower Bombs. Welcome to the AAA World Series!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another production here of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. This one a special one as the AAA World Series kicks off tonight, and we get to debut this awesome new ticker as well that we've got with all the good information about who we're playing with tonight, who we're watching, and that's brought to us here by my partner, Sham, tonight. And this is very, very exciting. My name is Dwayne. I'll be handling play-by-play, but first and foremost, let's say what's up to Sham. It's the first time I've been on a cast with him personally. And we've got this ticker to debut, so I wanted to defer to you and say, a little bit about that before we kind of got into things.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, thanks, Wayne. Yeah, it's great to be here for the inaugural use of this new ticker. It's pretty fun. I had a good time building it. I thought we have so many stats, and they're all on the website, which is awesome, but it's even better if we can highlight those stats easily during our broadcast. So now we have the ticker. If you haven't seen it yet, or if you haven't seen the URL, I'll be sharing that in general later if you want to play with it. But super fun to play with. And if there are any coders or designers out there and you want to make it look or work even better, just, hop into Super Mega Coders because this thing is still under development. But there it is on the side. And we can see we are in the World Series. It's a best of 7 between the Gex and the Flower Bombs. And that's really why we're all here today. I'm so happy we finally made it. It's been a long postseason, and now we get to the good stuff. I mean, it's all been great, but now we get to the best stuff, right?
Yeah, and this, really makes it so special how we're able to pull it all together. This series between TeflonDonLemon and his Flower Bombs, the Rio de Janeiro Flower Bombs, number 2 seed in the AAA in his rookie season, going up against Burning Ice and his Montreal Gex, who has fought his way, not just through AAA this season, but up from the AA. Won multiple Von Easton awards. He's kind of got a saga and a legacy going to him that, brings more to this than meets the eye, and is a very exciting, pairing of players at number 2 and number 4 in the AAA seeding, where it was a real gauntlet this season that you could say you had no idea at the beginning of it. This is where we might end up, but at the end of it, at the same time, you're like, yeah, we could have seen these two guys playing, to go face to face, and it kicks off with games 1 and 2 tonight. And you highlighted some really good keys to the game, starting with the small ball from Flower Bombs. You want to kind of touch on that?
Yeah, so if you look at the semifinals against Ed, Teflon, I believe, had 4 home runs over 7 games and still came out on top. So clearly he's putting the ball in play. He's scoring runs. He's getting runners on base. But he's not doing it through the long ball, which I thought was kind of funny because he has the Flower Bombs here. So against the Gex, I think, swinging for the fences may or may not be the greatest idea. I'd say probably may not. So it may be working in Teflon's favor that looks like over at least the last couple games, he's been maybe contact swinging a little more and just getting runners on. It seems to be working well for him.
Yeah, he's the type of player that brings, a really balanced approach to the table, and Burning Ice, very, very interesting, where he kind of specializes in a lot of those little things that, make Super Mega Baseball the game that we play, and also the game of baseball as difficult as it is, with those probabilities that, come into play with this type of game that we love. So, that's a really interesting point that brings us next into Iced Out. We've been kind of waiting with this one on the table here to be the last World Series to start. Not too far behind the rest now, as things have caught up, as the XBL is still in progress and AA is just wrapping up. But Iced Out, I think, speaking for itself, Teflon's been waiting a long time for his opponent here.
Yeah, and hopefully he's been getting some reps in because, Burning Ice, as always, has been getting his games in the scrims channel. He's in there constantly, and he's been looking really good playing on high ego, way higher than 86, 90. I saw him at 92 last night straight up. So it looks like he's doing his best to stay in tip-top shape, and I hope that Teflon has not wasted his time and got some practice reps in too while he's been waiting.
Yeah, the third point you bring here is really kind of touching right upon that in a nice segue. It's the bright lights and the big nerves. It's XBL prime time. I mean, these games are pre-recorded, but when you're sitting behind the sticks, ready to rock and roll for games as big as a World Series in this league, where we know if you've played with us, this is as competitive as it gets. That's got to be really exciting. I mean, you yourself made it deep into a AA playoff run, right? But still couldn't quite get there, and that's the type of thing you still remember, right? That's the type of thing when we're talking about those bright lights.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't make it that deep, but the playoffs were still exciting.
It's still memorable. There's still something in there,
Yeah, I think I could tell you the score of every game through both my playoff runs that I've had so far. So yeah, it's a ton of fun and very memorable. It's an exciting experience, and the adrenaline is pumping even more than it usually is during the regular season. So I can't imagine what these guys are going through with the World Series, and it's going to be it's going to be fun to see who can thrive under pressure and who cracks. But hopefully they both thrive, and we get to see some great baseball. I want to see extra innings.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Games 1 and 2 of the AAA World Series and Season 18 of the XBL are coming at you in just a moment. We're going to step away, get things set up, and we'll be right back for you. Hang tight, folks. All right, folks, we're loading in now to the home of the Flower Bombs. Parque Jardinero is a popular one here in Season 18, and we're taking it into the AAA World Series. The Gex, the away team, players exchanging pleasantries, and this is going to be an exciting one. First pitches of the AAA World Series.
All right, folks. Yeah, let's see some good baseball.
First one's in their first strike. So, a couple of heaters to start off the AVs. Some aggression here from TeflonDonLemon.
Looks like we got, I'm going to guess Capoeira curve. I think that's how you pronounce that. I mean, they are from Rio.
That's a bit of a tongue twister, but that definitely seems the spelling. I think Capoeira is what I'm going to go with, I think. With the Elite Four seam, too. That's a really tight trait to have on a starter. You know, it kind of restricts you with your maximum velo, but also interesting in a game one to see.
Yeah, it is so far. I mean, we'll see if Burning Ice can catch up to it. I don't think he'll have too much trouble with the velocity, but you know, looks can be deceiving when that fastball's coming in way faster than anything else. So it gives you a little bit more of a dimension to your velocities here, and that's going to be 2 quick outs.
Yeah, kind of reaching outside the zone with Burning Ice there with a cutter. This pitcher with the 4-pitch mix, 4-seam cutter, changeup, curveball. Power versus lefties engaged here from the 3-hole hitter. This is Victor Meadows. Gex swinging outside the strike zone is Ice there. So he's showing early he's not, you know, as patient as some other hitters maybe. Maybe just the beginning of the game before he settles in as he hits a curveball well here out to center field. And that is caught. So no damage from the Gex in the top of first. We move to the bottom half.
Yeah, I think you called it there. Just, early game jitters there. I think he was a little bit looser than normal at the plate, swinging at stuff he wouldn't normally, but he'll probably settle in here as the game goes on.
There's one of those patented eye curve balls from Burning Ice.
Yeah, if I had a prediction, if I had to put money on it, I would bet we're going to see a lot of those high curve balls.
Misses strike zone again with one there. And another one drops right in the heart of the zone, so gotta watch out for hanging. But the full count pitch lined on the second base, and that's caught for the first out.
Yeah, one of the... Yeah, this is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You're good.
I'd say this is one of, this seems like a prototypical Gex approach already. See a mix of fastballs and then high curveballs. I'm surprised he left one right in the middle of the zone. That's something you really have to watch out for and take advantage of those if you're going to get ahead against the Gex.
Teflon gets a hit there off a cutter that looked like it was tailing to the outside portion of the plate. Got it right up the middle then and has some good speed at first base. Torque tulips.
Yeah, it looks like he's Teflon's taken pitches. A little surprised.
Yeah, he's being quite patient here to start. Maybe kind of trying to get a feel for how many curveballs Ice is going to be working into that mix. It's pretty heavy so far, but it's not exclusive. That fastball was hit pretty hard with foul. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Reaching for that outside cutter again, but this time no.
Yeah, we've got the whiffer trait active. That could be a double play. The runner gets back in time. Yeah, whiffer was activated there. Tulips was really hampered, but now we got Dahlia with a little bit better stats. Nothing crazy, but RBI Hero is not activated so far.
Yeah, a little scary when that runner leaves first base and you end up lining out, but no damage done. This one lifted to right on the next hitter, and that'll take care of the bottom of the first. Runner stranded, and we go to the second.
Yeah, we'll see. I think, Burning Ice, when you're playing against him, the trick is don't let any runners get on base. He doesn't always swing for power, but he has been hitting with some power. But if he gets on base, he's going to be stealing like crazy. And so far, we haven't seen any because he hasn't gone on base yet. So that's great commenting.
There's plenty of action yet to come, and, you may have just spoken something into existence as he works a big full count and swings it one deep to left center field. That's got the chance to get out of here. It hits the wall. And it looks like it's going to be a leadoff triple here for Ice. The throw goes behind the runner.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it did speak too soon, though. That was kept in the park by like a foot. Great dive, though. Teflon almost had a chance there. I think the wall got in the way of the dive. But now, runner on third. This is the time to expect a bunt. Surprised the infield is still back.
Yeah, in a really big stadium, too. That triple. Hitting about as far as you can hit one. And then in 4 pitches, the next batter is walked. So here's a situation brewing for the Gex. And all of a sudden, Curve has to kind of tighten things up. And, look for perhaps 2 outs on this play. Maybe this is the chance for it. No, it's under the glove of the shortstop. That'll be the first run of the AAA World Series. Scored here in Game 1.
Yeah, that hurts. It's one of those in-betweeners where you could definitely dive and get it, but you don't know if you need to. It is no fun when you're on defense dealing with one of those.
And there's the bunt you were looking for. It's in a great spot. It's going to be for a hit, and the bases are juiced.
Oh, boy. There will be more bunting, I bet. That's my prediction.
This is called setting the table. This is what Ice likes to do. And, he's going to keep the foot to the throat here and try and score more runs. The big gapper, another single up the middle, another bunt's possible. Anything here can come out of the bag of tricks.
Yeah, he can hit for power if necessary.
Ooh, this one on the ground, double play. 6-4-3 double play. Scores a run, but that's a big break for the Flower Bombs.
Yeah, that's, I guess, limiting the damage there. Things could be much worse, but the threat is not over with the runner on third, even though the pitcher's at bat. The Curve's got to throw a strike here. This is not a time to mess around.
That one was over the heart of the plate, but taken. And another good strike in there on the inside part of the plate. Here comes the fastball low and inside. Strike 3 gets away. The throw has to go to first in time. That got dicey.
That got really dicey. Wow.
Yeah, the run was on the way home. And nearly could have scored if the runner made it to first base. But the strikeout complete. We're on to the next half of the second inning. Quick first out.
Teflon has an interesting strategy here. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody just move the reticle completely out of the screen to take a pitch.
1-2 pitch from the esteemed Trash One. That is the pitcher. Fastball hitter sends it out into the outfield for a single. There's 1 on, 1 out.
Yeah, let's see if Teflon can settle down a little bit. I think in the first inning he probably swung at a few pitches he shouldn't have, but oh, that's going to be a double play.
Nice dive. Where it goes to second, on to first. Not in time. It took a little bit of time to get up off the ground. I think they're decent speed on the runner.
That's that XBL metalhead penalty. You can't flip the ball. You have to stand up, slowly wind up, and throw it.
Yes. One action must follow the other.
Yeah.
Well, this one lifted a mile high, but only between the pitcher and the catcher, and he's caught out there by Trash One. That'll end the inning. We'll go to the top of the third. The lead still stands for the Gex at 2-0. Ball hit on the ground hard over to third. In time. Comes the throw to first. There's the out.
I thought for sure she was going to bunt. I'm pretty sure Chelsea Evergreen's going to bunt here.
Gex feeling a bit aggressive.
I was wrong.
Yeah. Goes for the hit, and it goes up the middle. Was that bunt defense, though?
That might have been, yeah, the second baseman was really far out of position.
Yeah. Now there's a ton of speed on first base, so the Gex, I think, taking advantage of that bunt defense. That hole up the middle gets quite large.
Yeah, absolutely.
Runner goes on the pitch out. He's frozen. Oh, and then he goes back, and then the throw goes away. I think.
Wow.
That was the. That was one where I think the runner would have been safe anyway at first, and luckily, no more damage. Runner goes again, pitch out again. Throw goes down to second. It's not in time.
Now this catcher's got a pretty mediocre arm. I think Burning Ice is definitely going to be taking advantage of that.
Took advantage of it well, just purely beating the pitch out there. And now there's a 3-1 count to his best hitter, Victor Meadows. Meadows takes a strike.
It also looked like Teflon was a little hesitant with that, with only 43 power after chucking the ball into the outfield on the first throwdown.
Definitely a fair point. You definitely don't want to repeat that mistake in a big game like this when you're already down. This one's crushed by Meadows, but into a catchable area in right center. Miracles, waves well.
Tag. Yeah, easy.
Good tag up, yeah. But with 2 outs, needs a hit to continue the inning and get some scoring going.
Yeah, Axel Sawhorse is the person to do it. Look at that power meter right now.
Yeah,
almost fully juiced. Yeah.
And watch out, off-speed hitter. Don't want to get careless with the pitch selection here for Teflon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be throwing anywhere near the zone here. A walk is not the worst thing.
Strike in there, cutter, misses, now it's full. Low and away, swung on the ground to second, thrown first in time for the out, no run score here in the top of the third to go to the bottom half. Got a little dangerous, but now the Flower Bombs have a chance to attack this lead.
Yeah, it looks like Teflon is just gonna take this opportunity to tire out the pitcher a little bit. See the reticle in the far top left. It looks like he's got stick drift.
Yeah, taking with the pitcher, it looks like all the way. Not a bad strategy.
No. But on a 2-strike count, you can swing. That's going to be a hit.
That's way down the line. Right fielder was playing shallow. Has to chase it.
Triple.
There she goes.
Yeah.
Sliding in there. What a triple in the World Series. A triple from the pitcher on a beautiful floater.
Amazing. A pitcher triple. I don't know if I've ever seen that, honestly.
That's, A pitcher home run's one thing, but the triple, look at that hustle. There was not a ton of speed on her. But a decent, a bit more than your average bear.
Yeah, but still, not a lot. Not a lot for that bear. Those are the quick out, though. 1, 2, 3 pitches. So we've got Iris infielder here with pretty good stats. Going to be a run. 2-1 now.
Took it up the middle on the breaking ball. Didn't do too much with it and brings up the big hitter here with the first pitch slider. Swings at that one, sends it to right, and caught for the out. There's 2 down.
Yeah, not quite enough on that one. We got Dahlia Dinger still. Yeah, still a chance for the Flower Bombs to advance their run count. That's going to get away. Oh, wow. How slow is that runner on first? Oh, not bad.
Decent speed. Would have been a tight play.
Yeah.
Plug is right down the middle. Teflon doesn't react. It's 2-1 count.
Taking a lot of pitches here.
2-2 pitch. Crushed out there to center. Hit pretty hard on the screws, but right at turtles, and it's caught, and we're going to fourth.
And Jacques Pickles.
He hits this one while out there on the line to left. And another one that's caught by the outfielder. Brings up Vern Radical.
Oh, Vern. It's got that outside pitch trait.
Yeah, we both called it there. That's a dangerous one. You can see Teflon staying away from it.
Oh, here it comes. Too low. Oh, swings at it. Yeah, it's fun playing chicken like that. Like, you know, they've got the trait, so they're thinking you're not going to go for it, and then you got to go for it every once in a while.
Yeah, the game within the game, the location traits always kind of bring that about. It's something that I've noticed as well. It's a good call by you there, Shan.
Well, thank you, Dwayne. Mr. D-Train.
Big 98-mile-an-hour heater, speaking of D-Train. Inspired by Dontrell Willis, of course. Old.
Yeah, this pitcher's locked in. I mean, she's really juiced at the moment and is going to get an easy pop out to end the fourth, the top of the fourth here.
Yeah, so it's been a tight game so far at 2-1 through, 3.5. But you feel like there's another shoe that could drop as these two gather runners on base on, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, nobody really seems like they've locked in at the plate yet. We see Teflon taking a lot of pitches. Not a terrible strategy.
Yeah, you got to see what's coming out of the Gex bullpen. I know in the previous series that's always, been a big factor. So, kind of tempting that with fate here tonight. A big 3-1 count. That's a curveball that gets in for a strike. Now it's full. Tef worked it, hits it hard on the ground to shortstop, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, this is an interesting strategy from Tef. I mean, normally you have to take what you can get from a pitcher like Burning Ice, but clearly he's being picky. He's waiting to get deep into counts to tire this pitcher out. Ooh, that was a close one right there. It's sort of working so far. That's going to be, off the air. It's going to be a runner on first. What do you think? Score that in air?
I think a hit. That one looked a bit hit too hard to really not make that, make it through that hole there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes this game feels that way when you hit it that hard. Almost like no matter what, they're just not going to be able to handle that. Ooh, that's on a line though, and that's going to be a tie. That was a double play. That was hit on the ground.
Yeah. Yep. Great double play there. Gex and the threat very quickly. We're moving on to the top of the fifth.
Yeah, more heads-up baseball by Burning Ice. That's one thing that kind of brings his game together as well. It's not just the little things. It's also good baseball IQ that brings it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these players are smart, and both of them are making, it's a nice chess match between them reacting to each other. It looks like we might see a pitcher early. I'm sure we'll see Dude Zavala when we get to the bottom of the inning. But for now, Ice is clearly trying to get some runners on because that 2-1 lead is, barely a lead at this point in the game.
Yeah, as you said, it's definitely been a chess match. These two are playing both very cagey so far. 2-1 pitch. Just misses.
Ooh, that was close.
It's another hitter's count. We've seen a lot of 3-1, 3-2 counts in this game. On a line to third, off the glove.
Ooh.
That one wasn't hit too hard, but it was a tricky one, and it was off that hop there. Runner gets on first.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think it's at 43% chance. Oh, we see another change. Oh, we have a different runner on first. Right.
Looks like Lindsay Island.
Oh no! All that work.
I believe Lindsay
Down
Island
the drain.
might be the pitcher. That is her. Yes. She came in to pinch run. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, this is a strategy that Ice will employ once that runner gets on base.
Got some speed on his pitchers. That's interesting. It is.
Yeah,
those are
it's a
pretty
cheap
cheap
stat.
points. Yeah, it's a cheap stat when you're only going up to what, like 40, 50?
And in a game like this, all of a sudden that makes a huge difference. You know, when it's this tight, runners on base, you might need that. Because this one's lifted to center field. It was hit hard and well, but not well enough, and it brings up the pitcher Curve, who's locked in.
Yeah, big girl's locked in here. I want to see another triple. That'll lock in your pitcher.
That definitely helps the mojo. You gotta think a triple for the pitcher might even be better than a home run. That's, you know, really rare outcome. Oh, but caught looking on a really good pitch from Ice. Teflon's order turns over and it brings up Cherry Blossom. She's also looking to get in on the action. Takes a hack at the first pitch, but it's only lifted to center. And she's put away.
Yeah, Teflon's saying in the chat that he won't swing if the reticle's outside the box, so I think it's just to minimize the temptation.
That's
not
fair.
a bad idea. Great bunt.
Another really good bunt for a hit. That's 2 for 2 for Nice.
Look at that speed on first. We're going to see some stealing. Yeah, I would be very cagey on the mound right now.
Stepping off. Infield's doing some stuff, and then they're not. They're back to double play depth. Oh, big swing to right, but Parquet is going to hold this one in. Blossoms throws it back into second base. Runner remains at first.
Yeah, Parquet, and then next up we've got Sakura. So we've got two big stadiums, one after another. We've got the pitch out. Runner is going to get tagged out. Very slow to get back to first. Somebody needs to do some calisthenics there because that was pretty terrible on the base paths, but that's what Metalhead will do to you.
Yeah, I think she was close enough to just slide and get in there. I don't know how on earth she was out.
She must have pulled her back or something.
Yeah, the hammy must have won or something, but
right.
get called on the field. She's going to play through the pain here tonight as we see the 3-2. Taken
great
for
pitch.
strike 3. The high curveball. A little bit of taste of his own medicine, I guess. Ice gets there
Right.
from TeflonDon.
Exactly.
Ice known for that high curveball. If you are watching and you didn't already know, he's master of putting it into the zone where it's so tough to hit. It's got, you know, just enough velocity for you not to get it square out of the park. But
Yeah.
he's using a lot of good fastballs here tonight in his pitch mix, and he's ahead in the game 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. In game 1 of that AAA World Series.
Yeah, we saw Teflon bite on some of those outside cutters earlier on in the game, but he's done a great job of holding off. After the first or second inning, he's been way more patient, only swinging at pitches that he can really hit. It's going to be a nice one. Yeah, nice single.
We've seen that from Teflon tonight. You know, he's hit the ball well when he's gotten those good strikes to hit. But now he looks for more with What Incarnation, one of my favorite names on the roster.
Yeah, this one would be on the All-Star team just for the name alone. Feel like he needs a cowboy hat.
Off the end of the bat, though, and he's hustling over to first. He might need a horse to get over there with the way he runs.
Right?
But unfortunately, that'll end the inning for the Flower Bombs. We're in the top of the 7th, and all of a sudden it gets late early. You know, it felt like a few moments ago we were just, you know, in the 4th or 5th inning here. But now we're in the 7th. Bad ball hitter Jacques Pickles up to the plate, and Gal Costa's coming out of the pen. We're going to see curve lifted. It's hit through the hole at second base. For a second, I wasn't sure, but I was already halfway through saying it.
Yeah. I thought you were like ahead of me or something, the way you were calling that.
I was like,
yeah, that was through. Yep. Yeah, no, it is. Look at that runner on first. Wow.
I mean, you got to be worried about the runner, but also, you know, just a good time to play mind games for ice. And there goes the runner. The throw good from the catcher, but not in time.
I mean, yeah, with even like a decent jump, you're pretty much guaranteed to win on the steal. Yeah, looking for stealing third, which could easily happen.
Ball hit
Teflon's
hard.
being, could be a run.
Up the middle, runner rounds third, the throw to the plate, not in time. Runner into second base as well, and that's a classic, you know, follow-up runner. That's part of the strategy for the Gex, and now they're ahead 3-1. There's the bunt. This is how you keep the pressure on. Good sacrifice.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, Teflon's been kind of going in with the same timing every pitch, and that's going to give the advantage. Oh, that's, or I was about to say that'll give Ice an advantage on stealing, but you don't need to steal when you just drop it right into shallow center field for a hit, and that's 4-1. So all of a sudden, the Gex are moving the numbers up on the scoreboard and making this lead a little bit bigger, a little bit more insurmountable as the innings go by.
Yeah, and you saw Taft taking a second there, maybe looking at his infield, but also looking at that location. That ball was like 6 inches off the plate. Ooh, and there goes the runner. He's caught off, picked off.
Done.
That'll be out number 2.
Yeah, great job, great discipline there by Teflon to get that out. Because if Burning Ice wants to do anything, it is diddle with his runners, so you really have to be on your game.
Some
the
more
trick is you
shout-outs
just
for the ticker coming up in the chat. So shout out to you again, Shem.
Yeah, thanks Space, thanks AJ, appreciate that. But yeah, the trick for the newer players out there, if somebody's messing around the base paths, don't throw it, just run at the runner. Run him back or tag him out. That's how you prevent being diddled.
Yeah, being diddled in the XBL is something that can be unavoidable. There's so many people that are so good at it, and they do it so well. They're so well practiced.
Mm-hmm. They know that exact frame to change directions.
You have to wonder what Metalhead's intentions there. If maybe that's one of the undiscovered legendary tactics that just experience in this game brings. Is there's a good walk by Teflon, getting 2 runners on before Poppy pops fly. We've seen Poppy do some big things in prime time in the past, in my past experience, I believe. But we'll see if anything transpires here tonight in the 7th inning. As this one's on the ground to second, throw goes over to second, on to first, not in time, so it's a fielder's choice.
Yeah. I think Burning Ice was lucky to get the runner out at second there. That was looking pretty close. But there's a lot of speed on third. We may, well, the runner on first won't be going anywhere, but this could be a good time to get a pinch runner on first, but maybe it's too little too late to avoid the double play. But that's going to be deep enough to score the run with one out.
For a hit? Oh, that's an amazing catch by Turtles. Wow.
Incredible. Yeah, what a catch. What a dive. That was amazing.
Lee's cut in half, though, now 4-2.
Yeah, getting the run, that counts for a lot. 2 runs is very surmountable in the last 2 innings, especially as the home team. And that's going to get through. We're going to have... Is that the pitcher on second right now? Like, is that the reason there's such a slow runner on second?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, with 2 outs, maybe it's excusable.
Either that or a very, very slow pinch hitter.
Oh, yeah, that could be it, too.
I didn't double check on that hitter. Sometimes the game moves quite quickly. But it is nice that we get the full view of all stats now that we've got the logo and things like that moved out of the way. Speaking of the ticker edition as well. Something I'm noticing as I get to see on my side monitor what things look like.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you again for that. The brainchild of Spaceman Spumoni and Shan as well. Can't think of the ticker without shouting out our man Space, who's here tonight.
Oh, no.
Also
Yes,
in the
yes.
XBL World Series, which comes up tomorrow night. We're not done with baseball here.
Great
after
pitch.
games 1 and 2, as there's a huge looking K to end the inning.
Yeah, that was a scary situation for the Gex. That was a great high curveball to get out of it. But yeah, Spaceman, love it. I mean, Spaceman put together the original ticker. I just saw what he did and kind of went nuts. Spent the last couple weekends going crazy, writing a ton of code. And now we've got this, which is fun. But hopefully it continues on into the future because there's a lot more we can do with this ticker. We're maybe just getting started. We'll see if folks like it.
Yeah, keep throwing that feedback in the chat if you're enjoying it here tonight. Let us know in the Discord as well. As we've got that Super Mega Coders channel that's flashing across the bottom. This one's hit a mile high and deep, right to the pitcher's rubber and caught. That'll be the second out of the 8th inning. So things moving a little bit quicker now from the Gex as they try to maintain this lead. Maybe just ready to try and put this away. This one's
going to drop.
It was hit with some good English. It gave you that sound off the bat.
Right.
There's a runner on first. Good speed. Really good speed. So this is another area where Tef's going to be careful. That one's rocketed to second. Compared to the last hit, you know, the two sounds, that was really nice dichotomy.
I think that was a metalhead moment. That rocket sound usually shows up when you hit it hard, but that ball was not going that fast.
You had exit velo of about 65 miles an hour.
Right?
We're in the bottom of the 8th and a 1-2 count upcoming here for Tulips, who's got the whiffer already to deal with and caught looking on the all the way take as the reticle was out of the zone.
Yeah, her stats were pretty terrible there with the whiffer activated. This might be one of those times you could consider, even for one of your main position players, making that sub just to try to get runners on, because here we are in the bottom of the 8th, down 2 runs. A run's more important than anything else. You may have to sacrifice a couple points of defense or arm, but you know that runner on means a lot.
Yeah, Zavala's, got a ton of pitches and he's still tough. As the runners put away there, going to first, and we're into the 9th. So one more chance for insurance for the Gex. One more chance for the Flower Bombs to respond after that. Game 1 of the AAA World Series.
Yeah, here we are at number 5 in the Gex's lineup on an 0-2 count. Wow, great curveball. That was a taste of his own medicine there that Burning Ice just received.
This one lifted
That's
out
going to be
there.
popped out for number 2. Yeah, quick 2 outs in the top of the 9th. But it won't be a real Burning Ice game unless he only wins by 1 run. It looks like, oh, he's going to get a runner on here. Thought that was going to end the inning for sure, but never doubt the speed of the Gex. Still looking for the steal and trying to prevent the steal. Teflon's trying to pick him off at first.
Yeah, it's still close enough for a player like Teflon to keep that in mind for sure in the 9th inning, as this one's lifted out there to center. And now we're into the bottom half of the 9th, where Marigold has to do something for her team, and that last name Miracles, maybe she can get it started.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, she's got both of her traits. Well, she's got bad ball hitter and fastball hitter, and she's locked in. I mean, this is who you want to be at the plate right now, but she's on a 2-2 count. That one might have been outside that cutter. Swings at a high pitch. She's got some speed. Oh.
Well, the mojo went down, but may not come into effect later. But that was a good play for Ice there to keep things, copacetic here in the 9th. Oh, and shallow. It works out. What a dive. There's 2 down.
And that's going to be the 3rd out.
Yep. Ball hit on to second, over to first. And there you have it, folks. The Gex walk away with the victory here in game number 1 of the AAA World Series in Season 18. It was a well-played game, really, really close from both teams.
Yeah, sure was. It was fun to watch. They, I think both took a little bit of time to settle down, but once they did, the game got a little bit more exciting. Definitely enjoyed that. I think, going into game 2, Teflon needs to build on some of that momentum. He was getting hits there towards the end, getting runners on, and I think just capitalizing on more of those opportunities could give him a pretty good chance to take game 2. But, like always, Burning Ice is on his game with those high curveballs, got a lot of great strikeouts, and showed that he's both a bunter and can swing for power, which makes him not a fun player to pitch to.
Yeah, we saw a ton of aspects of the game here and that make a huge difference, and the little things were definitely at play. But game 2 is a whole nother fresh slate where Tef could try to jump right back into the series. So we're gonna step away, get that set up for y'all, and we'll bring it to you in just a few moments. Hang tight, folks. Here we go, folks. Game 2, XBL AAA World Series in Season 18. Now we're flipping to Sakura Hills, and the Gex are ahead in this one after we saw the score of 4-2 in Game 1. Exciting games on our hand. It's definitely been a close series so far. What do you say, Shem?
Yeah, that first game was a fun one. Not really back and forth, but it stayed tight the whole time, and it felt like Teflon was in there the whole time despite being down a run or two. That's going to be a quick hit to start the game on the first pitch. You love to see it, especially after losing game 1. Hopefully he builds some momentum off of it.
Really cool away uniforms from Tef. Kind of going in theme with Sakura Hills, even though it's the away team.
Yeah, that works out really well. We have 2 green teams here. I wonder what those jerseys say in Japanese. If you want to hop in, Teflon, and let us know, or anybody else who speaks and reads Japanese, I'm very curious.
Yeah, really sweet to be able to do that in the game. Now we've got a 2-2 count. Hit hard, past the first baseman, runners going on to second, and we've got 2 on, no out in the first. This is a good start for Teflon indeed, after, he's got to bounce back from the last game.
Yeah, we got the big girl, Torque Tulips up. She can do some damage. We have a double steal and caught the Gex looking. There will be no throw. Now we have runners at second and third. Great move, and that's going to be a hit.
See. As this one's hit through the hole, and that'll score the run.
Awesome start for the Flower Bombs. They must be feeling really comfortable here in Sakura.
Yeah, seeing the ball well early, 3 straight hits, brings across a run. And there's runners at the corners. Good speed, too.
Yeah, pretty decent speed. The steel thread is there. All right, Too Easy is saying that it says flower bombs in Japanese. I mean, that is the obvious answer.
Ooh, it's caught by the pitcher. I thought for a second that was going up the middle again.
Yeah, that's your dollar spent on defense paying dividends for you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, worth spending that money on your pitcher's defense.
Yeah,
Don't
it
let
goes a
those
long
balls
way.
get dropped. Yeah, seriously.
You know, that's something that Wishbone, someone who's also had a lot of deep playoff runs, stands by. And shout out to him. And it's those little dollars that you spend in the salary system on defense that can make or break, big games in a very tight series. So we'll see if that plays out any further tonight. That was almost a double play opportunity as it's caught by the jumping shortstop. Nice job there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great catch there at short. That's one of those tough ones that, it's hard to tell if it's going to go over your head. It's hard to tell if that's going to be caught without the jump. But, Burning Ice played that perfectly, and he got his second out. And we have an intentional walk after 2 pitches to get Periwinkle up with the low pitch trait. Bases loaded, 2 outs. It's an exciting situation here.
Interesting move from Ice there, and he gets the fly out on the shallow outfield with the surrounded trait on his pitcher. I mean, what an interesting strategy. It wasn't a double play situation, but wanted to get the force in any base, I guess.
Yeah, that shallow outfield is like such a intimidating move. It's like you want to insult him, for saying, hey, you're not going to hit it that far in the outfield, and then you hit something soft and it pays off and you feel like kind of a jack. But that's going to be a quick out here for the second out. Ice is saying,
Meadows, though.
yeah, Ice is saying he doesn't want to throw to bad ball hitter in that situation. Hey, it worked out.
Yeah, it's definitely fair. Bad ball hitter in this game produces quite a bit of chaos. When a ball taken in there 100 miles an hour on the go. Another one, triple digits.
Right down the middle, too.
Curveball hit hard out to Miracles, who makes the grab on the line, and we're going to the second inning. 1-0 still.
We have Trash 3 thrown here with a little bit more of a side-to-side with the sidearm pitch, cut fastball, slider, curve. Again, you're going to see a lot of breaking stuff, and off speed gets him swinging for strike 3, bringing up the pitcher.
Trash 3 pitching game 2. Not to get you confused. Ice going with, I guess, the best arm that he would think is for the situation here. So
it's crazy that they...
Oh, no way.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I thought that was about to be an 8-3.
Yeah.
That was really close.
It was so close. I'll say it's crazy that the Gex managed to draft multiple players with the first name Trash.
Yeah. No, that's fortunate luck in the system for sure. And Teflon's here tonight in game 2, showing some grit here on some pitches that are tough to hit. He's getting them out there into the outfield grass. He's loving that area right behind first and second base over there. So we're gonna see now what he can do with 2 on 1 out.
Yeah, Burning Ice knows it. Burning Ice knows it. The outfield is shallow still, even with decent power at bat.
That's a strategy.
Yeah, that is an interesting strategy. I would not be willing to try that, but I'm also not as good at, inciting weak contact the way that Burning Ice is.
Yeah, it's a big part of the game, pitching the contact for Burning Ice. That one's contact and fouled away. This one swung on. Ooh, off the glove of the pitcher, and it's fortunate for Ice. It's thrown to home and then down to first. The runners are all safe around the stations, but the throw goes to home in time for a fielder's choice.
We got very lucky there. That easily could have been a double play. But now we have bases loaded with 2 outs. Teflon's got to capitalize here. He's got to get a run across and keep the pressure on.
Ooh, it's hit deep. The center fielder's on his horse, running back. Can he get there? He does. Makes the grab. Lily Turtles. Nice job from Ice there with the shallow outfield. Had to recover. And that's what we were talking about. You know, if you're Tef, you wanted to burn him there so bad on that shallow, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, Burning Ice does have the speed on his outfielders to make up a little bit for that shallow outfield, so that's probably the strategy, I'm going to guess. It worked out for him there.
Yeah, it can get dangerous. Bossa Nova. Next pitch is a ball, so it's another 3-1 count. In there for a strike makes it full. And the curveball upcoming is hit high in the air. Deep to center field. Miracles is back. She's way back onto the warning track, and she makes the grab for the second out.
Yeah, wind must be blowing in Sakura. Got all of that one, but it went a little too high. That's one that Teflon should be very thankful didn't leave the park, because that ball was left over way too much of the plate.
So a lot of balls from the starter here. You know, that can be dangerous. But, you know, Ice exhibiting a good eye. Not good enough there, though, as he looks at a strike to end the inning.
Yeah, great pitching. Teflon is doing a great job on the mound, keeping it close, hitting those corners, popping 101 every once in a while just to keep things interesting. And that's going to be a line out to the shallow center fielder again. That shallow outfield paying off for Burning Ice.
Oh, but this one into the gap. The outfielders were not shallow, but Turtles dives, cuts it off, and the runner ends up being safe at first with just a single. But yeah, shallow has been a huge factor in this second game.
Easy double play here.
4-6-3. That'll do it. We'll go into the bottom of the third.
Yeah, poor contact there. Didn't really work out for Teflon. But that's all right. You know, still early in the game. Still has the lead. Oh, great dive. Great dive by the infielder named Infielder.
That's a huge catch, too, yeah. Tough to make. You just have to react.
Yeah, absolutely. Still popping 101 on the radar. Looking very spicy. Trying to change up here. 85 is a lot slower than 101.
I was going to say she's locked in with the lead, too. So, you know, just Teflon trying to keep the foot on the gas pedal. And there's more gas, 101. Just coming right back to it. Boom.
Ooh. Nice cutter. Good take by Burning Ice.
People lead into the heater like that. He gets a big strikeout to end the inning.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that's only going to be able to be used for so long. I mean, I've seen Ice working on 92 ego, so he will be able to catch up to that velo eventually. But for the time being, it's paying off for the flower bombs. He's taken with an 0-2 count. Ooh, close with the cutter on the inside.
Yeah, some interesting take strat. We saw a little bit of that in the last game as well. This one's lifted 2-2 count to center and caught for out number 1.
That is one way to avoid swinging on those inside cutters. Just don't have the reticle anywhere.
This one hit up the middle. Turtles throws it to second, but runner makes it to first on a nice single, and it brings up Cherry Blossoms. Blossoms hits it hard. Right center field gap. Not quite hard enough to get past Turtles though, so it's just a single.
Again, Teflon's got runners on. We have a runner in scoring position. Dude Zavala's coming in. You know Gex doesn't want to let a run across right now. They've got to cut this, nip it in the bud, if you will.
Elite four-seam rally stopper.
Throwing 100 easily.
Ooh, it's out there. No man's land, and that'll load the bases.
Oh, man. Very lucky hit there, but sometimes that's what you need. Just put the ball in play, and every once in a while it works out for you. Now we got bases loaded with one out. I wonder what Torque Tulips is looking for here.
He's praying for a double play.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have to come in the zone, though.
This one's hit on the ground to third. Stepped on the bag. Throw goes to first. Not in time. I think he had it if he throws it to second base.
Yeah, that would have been close. I mean, pretty decent speed there. We can second guess it. That wasn't a terrible play. He may have even been able to come home. I'm not sure. That's going to be the third out.
Third out indeed. But a run does come across. And it is 2-0 Flower Bombs. They got ahead, I believe, in the last game. Did they not? Or was that?
No.
Was it all Gex?
No, I don't think so. I think it was all Gex, yeah.
So first lead.
Of the World
Trying to
Series.
stretch it out, yeah. This is big for them.
Huge. Strikes out Lindsay
fastballs.
Turtles. Yeah.
You can just see the aggression on the hill from TeflonDonLemon right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Bossa Nova, she's locked in, but so's Teflon. Shallow outfield's not going to matter. That's going to be the second out.
Yeah, maybe Tef trying to try a little bit of the shallow for himself.
I love it. Just copy Burning Ice because it seems to be working.
Here comes the cutter switching it up from the four seam.
98-mile-an-hour cutter. That's tough.
That is really difficult. High pitch was a factor there, but the ball was out of the zone. It was hit hard and on the ground. And we're into the fifth. This has been another low-scoring game. 2-0 here in the AAA World Series, game number 2.
Quick 0-2 count against Watt and Carnation.
Strike number 3 on a big-looking strikeout. I mean, that was a heater from Ice. He's got Zavala, an elite four seam. He's got some juice of his own there.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to pull the trigger on anything close there. You're not going to see many four seams right down the middle. You got to take advantage of that.
Ball hit well out to left and caught for out number 2. These two in a tight game here, in a tight series so far. And it continues tomorrow night, Sunday night, as well. We'll have games 3 and 4 on this channel, in addition to a broadcast with the XBL's continuation of that World Series. So, the XBL, AAA, and XBL action, all World Series, all weekend, as we see another looking strikeout back-to-back. It's coming at you as fast as their strikeouts are.
Yeah, great pitching. A lot of takes on the part of the Flower Bombs. I mean, a 2-run lead is not enough to get. I mean, it's good to be picky at the plate, but some of those look great because that's going to be a run. That's a bomb to center field and easily a homer to make it 2-1. There's that power from the Gex.
Axel Sawhorse crushed it. 439 into the garden out there in center. That's a beautiful home run. And maybe, that's the jolt that the Gex need to kind of ignite themselves in game number 2.
Yeah, Bossa Nova is still locked in after giving up that solo shot, so she's still grooving on the mound. That did not bother her. Yeah.
Well, that one's hit hard, though, as well, back-to-back. Diving Cherry Blossoms makes the catch. What a play.
Yeah, huge dive there to get the first out and keep that pitcher locked in.
1-0 pitch, high curveball, squared up decent, but not well enough as Miracles makes the grab for out number 2. And this will bring up Harley Hardapple. Ball hit on the ground, Tulips over to first, and that'll do it. We're going to the 6th.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far.
That was the first hit from the Gex.
What? Yeah, I saw that. Zlat actually jinxed it in the chat. That was amazing. He did the caster jinx from the chat on a recorded game somehow.
He did that in the 5th inning?
Yeah. He called it like
way too
10
early.
seconds. He called it
Yeah,
Was that like
he
10
struck
seconds?
it like lightning.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Wow.
Also, what's up to everybody in the chat? We got
Even though it's
Zlat-
pre-recorded, so
yeah, it still counts.
Still feel
Easy,
like he did
burning
something.
ice, mystery man, Hob, Julio, AJ, Spaceman. It's great seeing everybody here. Cod, welcome. Looks like we got Michael, the music teacher, too. I believe that's Dragonborn. Appreciate everybody being so active in chat. And yeah, seriously, Zlad, that was amazing. I saw that happen.
Yeah, with everything being pre-recorded too, I mean, you can't script that. Even though we've scripted the entire XBL from front to back, that was a complete coincidence.
Yeah, either that or balls bobbled there. Either that or Zlat hacked you and got the video before we did.
Yeah, he's just watching it. He's just watching it like 5 or 10 seconds ahead of us, so he can look cool.
Yeah. Make those predictions. Don't take any bets with Zlat right now.
Oh, the bun whipped. That always hurts a little bit. Nice, not going back to the well there. As the runner's on first. Oh, and then another one missed. But you got to drag bunt, in my opinion, as well. That's, you putting it up too early makes a difference with the quality of the bunt. And that one's not caught somehow.
That looked like it should have been caught.
Yeah.
Call that a metalhead moment. Yeah, on the pitch that hit the corner perfectly. Just enough power to get out of the infield there.
And this is a big 2-on-2 out situation with a dangerous hitter, Lily Turtles. This is a fastball hitter, top of the order for Burning Ice. 2-1 pitch. There's a pickoff here. We're going to reset and do it again.
Bossa Nova still locked in after all this excitement.
Ball hit hard past the glove of the third baseman. Either got to dive for that, or I don't even know. It kind of just waved the glove.
I mean, it looked like that was gonna get caught without the. Yeah, it was hit hard. It looked like that was gonna get stopped without it. This could be a time for a bunt. Chelsea Evergreen has the bunter trait. You got to be looking out for this if you're Teflon right now. You might want to bring that infield in.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
Oh my.
Textbook. Amazing.
If you're a Bud fan, that was as good as it gets, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's insane.
That was pure. That's what that was. But now it's on the ground to second, not in time for any type of double play, so Tef makes the right move on a fielder's choice, has to concede the lead, and now it's 3-2.
Yeah, yeah. Tough way to concede the lead. We still have only one out in the inning with runners on second and third.
Oh no.
What?
It's
Oh,
past
no,
the
no, no, no.
catcher.
Oh, no. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Way to the backstop, and Metalhead has reared their ugly head in this one.
Oh, my goodness. The league off. It's just, making the script happen in real time. We're seeing it right here, folks.
Big speed at third. If I'm iced here, I'm thinking about stealing home for absolutely no reason.
He might.
Shows bunt. Yeah, he's the type of aggressive player that could. But that's more of a no-name level move, perhaps, as the runner is walked. Runner steals second. Going to be in there easily. They're both in scoring position with 2 outs for Vern Radical.
Yeah, Vern Radical's got some good power, too. Oh, trying for the outside pitch that could drop foul.
Oh, and it's not caught. Needed to be, I guess, reached for a little bit more. It looked good on the initial play there.
Yeah, dive might have done it. Full count.
This is a huge pitch in this game, and it's crushed. Deep right center. Blossoms is back. She dives. It's off the wall. 2 will score. Wow. 6-2 Gaps on a big triple.
Yeah, nightmare inning for the Flower Bombs. But great piece of hitting there on the part of the Gex. It hits the wall. 6-2. Wow.
This is how the Gex can really keep the pressure on you. They really pile on. As Tef gets out of the inning with a quick little ground out and now has to do some work with the kind of top of his order. Iris infielder leading off, and that will be a single to start things. Almost got past Turtles too, but it's, you know, now time to chip away.
Yeah, 5-run inning is something you just need to put behind you and focus on the here and now. You know, it's the 7th inning, but that's going to be a quick double play.
Oh, 6-4-3, just what the doctor ordered if you are burning ice.
Yeah, it looks like Dude Zavala's feeling very good on the mound. Locked in. Oh, that's a bomb.
That's crushed over the head of the left fielder. That will be at least 2 bases, and he's in there sliding. Good job by TeflonDon to respond.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way to
get a hit.
Yeah, he's really got to get this run across, though. Keep the game alive. Dude Zavala's stats are also starting to drop here. He's down to neutral, getting a little tired on the mound. Jacques Pickles makes a nice play there at second base to get the 3rd out. Taking us to the bottom of the 7th. Bossa Nova's going to get taken out. Let's see who we bring in for the Flower Bombs. Tim Maya.
Maya we saw a little bit in last game. Now making the appearance in game 2, trying to keep things where they're at. A 4-run deficit, difficult for this Flower Bombs team to come back from, but you know, this is the type of player that can do it. We've seen a ton of big scores, big games from the Flower Bombs in the regular season. Can they keep it up here in this, you know, deep playoff run that they're making, you know, on the quest for a title?
Yeah, you don't get to the World Series unless you can come back, right? Like,
Definitely
you got to
true.
be able to stay alive in games. So this game is not over yet, folks.
2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Burning Ice batting with the lead. Lily Turtles is back to the plate, and she swings it one hard, and it's deep to center. Miracles is back there. It's carrying. It's gone. A solo shot extends it here, 7-2. I didn't think that had the juice.
I didn't think so either. I thought that was warning track all the way, but that just kept going the extra couple feet. And, oh, we're going to see a bunt attempt on home plate. Not going to work, but already the damage has been done. Yeah, that was a great swing. And Sakura's wind was very kind to the Gex there in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Ice, you can't win them all as far as bunting. He's gotten, I think he may have gotten the good grace of the bunt gods already in this one, but that's okay. He moves on to the 8th with a big 5-run lead. There's one down here already as Lindsay Island is the pitcher. She's coming in after Zavala here to try and keep a lid on this. There's 2 down.
Yeah, we see Teflon swing at an inside cutter there that we have seen him laying off of since like the 1st or 2nd inning of the 1st game. So he may be feeling a little tilted, may have expanded the strike zone a little bit. Oh, and watch his strike 3. Great 1-2-3 inning there for the Gex.
That was a humongous cutter right off the edge of the zone. I mean, what are you going to do? Even if you swing at that. And we're in the 8th, bottom half. And Ice was looking for more insurance if he aims to put this away and get a big 2-0 lead in the World Series.
Yeah, he's pitching really well. Also swings at an inside cutter there for the 2nd out here. But that brings up Jacques Pickles. Let's see what he can do with all that power. 1-2. Tim Maya's got pretty low stats. Not going to matter there. It gets the the soft contact to get the 3rd out.
A nice job there by Ice to just continue to, you know, keep things as they, or excuse me, by the flower bombs to keep things as they were, but now it's the moment here for him to kind of put a jolt into his World Series run here. Yeah, this is the stuff where legends are made. Top of the ninth.
Yeah, this is... Oh, watches a four-seamer for strike 3, though. He's going to have to get runners on. Really needs his eye to lock in here.
It's a hard... Oh, locked in indeed. Off the noggin of the pitcher, and that'll be a single.
Hey, there you go. Get a pitching change, although Burning Ice may love this. Unintentionally getting even weaker contact out of the flower bombs with that 0 velo trait on Lindsay Island right now.
5-run lead. Yeah, he's going to continue to play with it. This one's lifted to the left. It's going to be caught out there by Hard Apple.
Yep, there you go. If that velo was any higher than 0, there may have been enough power on that to put it over the fence, but instead it stays in the ballpark and the flower bombs are down to the last out.
This one on the ground is short. Over to first. In time for the out. And all of a sudden, the Montreal Gex have a 2-0 lead in the XBL AAA World Series in Season 18. This game got explosive for them here. A little bit different than Game 1.
Yeah, that sure was. It was a fun one there. The Gex had a great, was that like 6th inning, putting up 5 runs. That obviously changes things and really changes the dynamic of the game. But we saw some power from the Gex. We saw some amazing bunting when it really mattered with runner on third. Saw probably the best bunt you could ever possibly see. And as a result, despite Bossa Nova's awesome pitching, staying locked in throughout most of the game, the Gex deserve the win and go on to Game 3 with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, definitely a dominant performance in those middle and late innings in both games, and that's what, produces big wins in the playoffs in the XBL. And, Ice is the type of player that practices his craft enough. He's built for it, and he's really, really tough to get around. So not surprising, but also surprising, right, in a series that's as tight as it is, that he's ahead right now. We'll get to see what the continuation of this one very, very soon, as tomorrow that one is scheduled on your docket, as well as the continuation of the XBL World Series. So you don't have to wait too long for more baseball. And yeah, this series has already provided. It was long awaited, but the chat was live. The games were close. They were exciting. There were some big moments. And it was a pleasure here to cast them with you, Mr. Sham.
Mr. Dwayne, always a pleasure. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. 2 great games. Fun to see these two go at it. Fun to see some excitement here in the World Series for the AAA. Season 18 is ending with a bang, and it's been it's great to see it happen in real time. So yeah, thanks for having me, and appreciate everybody coming out to the stream and watching some great baseball.
For sure. Glad to have you. Thanks again for putting in your outside efforts on this great ticker. Shout out again to Spaceman 2 for kind of bringing about the original idea, and it's all come together in such a really cool thing that gives us so much good information on the fly that even helps us here as casters to kind of riff off of it and things like that. So look forward to more of that as that develops, and look forward to more great baseball as we finish up Season 18. The Cup Finals are going to be coming up soon, as we saw our first finalist and our fellow boothmate is get in there today, and there's more to come with Season 19 on the horizon. So the action never stops, and if you haven't been here with us before, feel free to reach out for any links or click on any links here on the channel, and you'll be guided in the right direction. So thank you for being here tonight, and we will see you next time. Have a great evening, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Nice job. That was a lot of fun. Hell yeah, dude. I think we did a good job too. I think we both did a little bit of both type of stuff, right? Like where it was just no error, that it was either dead air was good, but if it wasn't dead air, it was just good. Like it was just a lot of good info always kind of flowing. So no, you're good. I think that was good. Like I said, I think that's good because you have a good cadence and a good voice. So as long as we're just bouncing in and out of the dead spots, you know what I mean? Like we're right where we're. That was our first one, so.